part of the nature or part of this universe. So this is a path we need to walk, and we have all this life to discovering.
Thank you to be here with me for this podcast. I'm going to introduce you, but thank you to enjoy this time in this beautiful place and with this beautiful view, and talk about spirituality, talk about life, and what did you do in this life? Can you introduce you?
Yeah, thank you very much, Camille. Should we look at the camera or not?
No, it's okay.
Hello, everyone. So thank you very much for this interview. It's an honor for me, and I'm very excited. I'm happy being invited by you to talk about life. Yes, my name is Alberto Caballero. I am from the Canary Island, and I have dedicated all my life to live in the water as a wave rider. Since I can't remember, I have been next to the water. Maybe not just in this life, maybe in other lives too, but I feel so free when I'm in the water. After many years living here in Ibiza, I have decided to show the people and to share with the community what is my passion, which is being in water and having fun and discovering beautiful spots around the island. And then I start to create my company, which is called Glassy Ride and Flow. This is our flow, Ride and Flow. And yes, just bringing people to play with me in the water and have fun and share and meet new interesting people and discovering all the beautiful spots this island has for us. So it's a good way to live here. This is my lifestyle, and I want to share it with the world.
Cool, it was great. It was super great to discover this island like this. I didn't really expect when I booking the kayak booking for the first day of the year, and when I arrived in your place, I was surprised about, wow, what is it this, and introduce the water with your philosophy of the life, with this spirituality. And so I'm very interested about what's the way with you and with this spirituality, what's happening in your life.
Yes, so as you said, my experience in water are always combining with other kind of exercise, mainly meditations, breath work, and then I love collaborating with other people who is joining me to introduce another kind of rituals and ceremonies, and always connecting with the nature. Such a good way to connect with the nature. The reason I have been going through the spirituality is because we are more than something physically. We are energy, and we are part of this. We are part of all the places. It's okay?
I think it's going down, no?
Oh. So 1 second. Sorry.
We come back.
Yeah. Okay. Here we are. No?
Yes, perfect.
Biggs?
Yes.
Okay. So we are part of the nature. We are the same. We are organic, you know? So this is our medicine. What we have around, all the elements, all the plants, all the elements which are how do you say, like are part of the nature. So we are the same than that. We need to be conscious in our lifestyle, and it's very difficult because it's not in our education system, and we need to discover by ourselves. I'm very lucky because I have been surrounded all my life for a beautiful community who always has been believing about something else, not just about what we are physically, because we have been always connecting with the sea and with the nature. My parents, my uncles, my family around, my friends was always like, wow, we are part of this, and we have shown always a big respect to the nature. And I have grown up with this philosophy. Okay. But till you don't really awake, you don't realize about what means spirituality, what means being part of the nature or part of this universe. So this is a path we need to walk, and we have all this life to discovering and to keep learning about that. So when I'm feeling in peace and when I'm going into my depth and with my introspections and learning more about myself, about emotions, about how we work or why we work in this way in this universe. So this is something is making me realize that I'm learning about this, and I'm not gonna know everything, but I wanna bring people with me to learn with them and to grow together and to live in a conscious way. Because that I wanna introduce the spirituality and this kind of exercise in my experience.
Great. Yes, great. And can you explain for you what is it spirituality? What it means for you?
So, spirituality for me is something beyond of the material world, and the way we can connect with other humans or connecting with the nature in a natural way. Sometimes you can understand something, but mostly you don't understand. And for me, it's the feelings you have when you are connecting with something, when you are able to see or to feel this feeling when you are connecting with someone beyond of the physical, and you don't know what is happening, or when you are in the middle of the forest and you are feeling emotions, or you are feeling high, or you are feeling sad. That's happened because you are getting the energy of everything around. And the spirituality could have many kind of versions, expressions. We are spirituality is just understanding we are just ones. We are just one, and in this unique universe, we are dividing in different parts. It's like taking the water. You have the sea and looks like one element or one thing, but when you take the water and you leave the water dropping, you have many drops. And I can understand that like us, like the humans, we are just one, but we are in separating different parts, like the drops of water. So I have many things to understand about this. I have many things to learn, but this is the way I'm feeling right now. How I feel the spirituality right now.
Yeah, so it's like the unity of the life with that eyes is like, yeah, you can really feel the sensation, and with your wave, with kayak, with your water, with the sea, what do you feel like you can have like this approach of this spirituality? What is your way with the kayak and with the sea, with the water? What do you think people they can realize when they are going to this sea and say, I'm not just going to do kayak, I'm going to do something more? And I think there you have a message for this world to people. Maybe they can go to the sea for this summer season, or for all the surfer in this planet. When they are going to the sea, do you have like a technique, maybe not a technique, like something they can do to feeling this spirituality and to feeling more maybe the consciousness of the life? Yes, maybe you have something
I think
to share.
Yes, of course. I think when I like introduce the people with this kind of concepts, with the meditations and in a conscious way to showing our respect to the nature, and feeling the peace and feeling the energy around. But once you are in the middle of the nature, you don't need to explain nothing. It's just the nature who is gonna sending you all the things they want to send you. Depend of you if you wanna open your eyes and open your heart and feeling it or not. So for me, I don't have to do that job. You know, it's just I wanna bring you to the water to making you feel what I feel. When we are around the island and when we are looking around, looking all the huge cliffs you have around with all the pines and the trees, and it's like, wow, you know, that's spirituality, that's the energy.
Yeah.
And then this is what the people have to see. If you come with me and you are able to open your eyes and to see the beauty you have around, that means you are awakening your spirituality. And yes, this is something I love, because when I'm feeling that, I love when we are looking around and looking all the beauty. I love looking at the people's faces,
yes,
and to see what they to feel what they are feeling. And this is something I'm just let it go and let it happen by itself.
Yeah, it's great to feel this, and for realize this, you have also to be connected with yourself. Because we feel in this planet and this moment, people, they are completely disconnected about your body, about your soul, and just thinking with the mind and not just feeling. And it's also the way of the feminine energy. And when I talk about feminine energy, people, they just feeling like female and masculine, and I feel with you was like a balance between your feminine energy and your masculine energy. And can you maybe explain with some words of you how you feeling this feminine energy with, I feel like, intuition, connection, and sensation?
Yes, well, that's a good question. I have never answered this kind of question just to myself, but yes, I love it. Yes, I think all of us, we have feminine and masculine energy. We need to find a balance. The way I find the balance, not always, but I try my best to find this balance always, is, with my feminine energy, I can show up myself with kindness and delicate and with sensuality and seeing the beauty around with a good communication and yes, and feel like you are stroking very delicate another skin or the place you are. This is the way I show the feminine part when we are in nature, with our respect, with calm, with passion, not rush, with love, showing up ourselves in our calm version, with relax. Maybe because that you can feel my feminine energy when I'm introducing the people in my experience, because we start in this way, delicate, soft, relax. We are here, we are gonna connect each other first, we are gonna trying to see each other first, showing our respect, and then we will go to the sea to get out our masculine energy, to play, to have fun, to scream, to do whatever we want to do, and being childs as well, because we tend to play, and then you are getting out your inner child. So, but then in the water, I feel like, okay, now I'm gonna protecting you, I'm gonna be with you, no worries, come with me, trust me, you don't have to do it if you don't want, but trust me, I'm here with you, I'm gonna protecting you. And then maybe you can feel the masculine energy in this way. So yes, this is the way I find the balance.
I completely feel this with you in this place, in this activity. Was more than activity, it was really
thank you very much.
Great experience. to introduce Ibiza, to introduce the life, to introduce the year. It was super great to connect with all these elements and to also to find my balance between my feminine energy and my masculine energy, and my child is always want to play, and in the water is like so great to feel this. So why did you start this business now with kayak? Why? And there are something it's happening in your life to feel this deconnection, and now the reconnection also?
Yes, something was happening in my life to take the decision. This is part of the manifestation. When you are putting intention about what you will like or about what you deserve in your life, sometimes you are looking for your purpose, but your purpose is gonna find in you first. And yes, I have been struggling a few years doing something I didn't want to do, and struggling with myself, trying to convince myself about, you have to do it. You have to do it. Just try to find the beauty in the things you are doing. And I tried. I tried to change strategy. I tried to change perspectives about what I was doing. But then one day you cannot more, and then you start to bring to your life all the things you was thinking about, all the things you was desiring. And that's happened when I took the decision to change my lifestyle. Not to change my lifestyle, to make of my lifestyle my business, because this is something I have done all my life, but just to have fun. And everything started to change. The people who I was waiting for to find in my life was appearing around me, and they have been supporting me and teaching me. And people with a very high level of awake, people who is very connect, or who is very airy too, very special people came to my life in the last years, and I'm very grateful for them. One of them, being honest, is the person, the woman I have been sharing the last year. She's a very powerful woman. She's very awake, and she's very passionate with her purpose. And she has been a big part of this change of me, being honest. She has been part of she has been part of my awake about my purpose in this life. So I'm very grateful for that. And then all the things start to move with flow around. And yes, I cannot be more happy now doing what I love.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult when you need to run, perfectly. You're freelance, you depend about yourself and doing what you love, but exactly. Yeah, you can find in all the conditions, you can find a way to surf. If you have too much waves or it's too big, you can find a way, you can find a board for that wave. If there's not too much wave, you can find another kind of board for little waves. If it's choppy, you can have fun anyway. If it's glassy, you are gonna have a beautiful experience in water. So yes, always we are like the nature. We need to flow with it.
So did you listen a lot your intuition with your business, with your life?
Yes. I'm listening. Sometimes I don't want to listen it, but nowadays, yes. I think I work from my heart. I am following my intuition mostly. If something is coming to my mind and in this moment I don't want to see it or listening, I know it's there in my subconscious, and it's not gonna be longer. Very soon it's gonna be out because then. Let's go, do it. Change that or do that. Ah! Sorry.
It's pumping.
Yes, it's pumping my heart. Do you feel it? Do you feel my heart? Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's very important to feel this in this planet. Yes, in this moment, just feel this intuition, listen your heart. It's also important for people to feel this, and you experience what you propose for people around this. In this place, in Ibiza, it's like to reconnect with yourself.
Yeah.
With your heart.
This island is very powerful,
Yeah,
and this island is the feminine, you know, and it's like redirect. How do you say, like putting you in your path? Sometimes very kind, like no, little girl, you need to go by this path, and sometimes it's like boom, come on, wake up. That's happening in this island, and I love that. I love that.
For sure.
Sometimes you know, sometimes we need it. Sometimes we need to be treated with kindness, and sometimes we need like a big punch to wake up and to keep going.
Yeah.
And this is happening here. So yes, everybody needs their time, you know. So sometimes could be in one life, sometimes could be in a few lives, but everyone is gonna find their way and their path at some point. I think so. I trust, even with your last breath in this world, maybe in your last breath you realize about everything what was happening in your life, and then at the last breath you find your purpose, and then you're ready for the next. Let's see what is going to happen.
So. For this one, we really want to be in this unity of this life, and we are not disconnected to each of them. You are all connected of this nature.
Yes.
I think with what you're sharing is this feeling, is this to be in this moment, to breathing, to feel the energy of the place, to feel your energy, and to connect this energy with all this energy around, and I really feel this, and I think it's one of the message, maybe.
Yes, I think one of the reasons is because since we born in this kind of society where we live, the society and the system who has been created is putting ourselves out and disconnect from nature. When we disconnect from nature is when all our mental diseases appears, and anxiety and unhealthy life, because it's unnatural. And it's very important being connected with the nature constantly. It's the big healer we have around. So if we connect with nature, we are able to connect with each other, you know, because we can see each other clearly. And when we are disconnected from nature, we disconnect from each other. And that's happening in this society. Sad, but it's
there
true.
Are many cultures that don't use human and nature. They have one word for everything. And in your words, I know in French or in English, you have nature and human, but it's the same. And many cultures that use that one word, it's nature for everything. So when you realize this also, it's like, I'm a part of nature, I'm a part of this, and so I'm not disconnected. And it's very great to just be aware of this, and when you realize this, you feel the cycle of life, you feel the season, and you can go down, sometimes go up.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Exactly. That's nature. It's what we are. It's like, if we are in the same flow, we are feeling all the seasons, we are feeling all the moments, and then we are getting out all our emotions. It's like a plant. If the plant have too much water, it's going down. It's drawing itself. If the plant doesn't have too much water, it's gonna die as well. So we are in the same flow of nature. We need to find a good balance in the way we walk in this earth. But yes, it's simply that we are part of this.
Yeah. And I remember you told me about Indonesia, and there one point in your life when you reconnect with yourself and with your soul in the culture. Maybe this way also, maybe you learn something about nature.
Yes, I have been connecting in different parts of the world with the nature and with other people who live in a natural way and live with more freedom. And yes, I have learned a lot about that, but so we are contaminated, and sometimes even traveling around Indonesia, as we talked last time, I have been many times there, and I have been traveling around, and I have connected with many things there, but at some moment of my life I was not ready to see what was happening around, and it's now when I realize about, oh my God, I was there with these people and they were trying to communicate something with me and I couldn't see it. So now I can see it. It's never is late. But yes, sometimes even traveling, you are not opening your mind and you are not awakening. So we need our moment to be ready as well to connect with other cultures and with other places around the world, with who live in their purity and are trying to send a message to us. So yes, what was your question actually?
What did you learn with this culture in Indonesia about nature and about spirituality? But it's exactly as you say, it's like you were in this culture, you had this moment, but maybe it was not exactly the moment to reconnect with everything they tell you, and at the same time they help you to be the man that you are today.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember it because you know everything already.
Yeah, sometimes the message is coming a few years later. But as well, yes, I have been traveling in many places and where I have been connecting with them and with tribes and local people who live in little village, who has a big respect for the nature. They know perfectly that they are part of this and they depend of the nature. And yes, and I have received the message at the same moment, So yes, I'm very grateful for that, because places as Costa Rica or places as Indonesia or Mexico, you can find people who are sending a big message to the whole world. And when you visit them, sometimes you can understand better what is happening and what we are. We don't know exactly what we are, but we know exactly what we are.
And now we come in Ibiza.
Yes,
yes.
And this is a new version of me. This is a new version of me. I don't know how it's gonna be my next version, but probably it's gonna be better human. This is what I would like to be, a better human. Yes.
Do you have a message to finish and to share with the world for people that maybe feel disconnected about themselves and about they really want to be reconnected and to reconnect with intuition, about love? Just a message to this world.
Yes, my message is if you have the opportunity to connect with your area, if you live next to the sea, if you live in the mountains, if any place you are and you have the nature around, I totally recommend have a moment in your daily routine to go to enjoy the place you are, because sometimes we are living with a lot of pressure, and sometimes we are feeling very dismotivated, and we are down, and we have stress, and we don't know how to manage it. Just go to have a walk, just go to swim, and you are going to find the answers. But very quick. This is the power we have, and this is the power we don't use. This is the power we don't use. Yes, this is our medicine. So this is what I recommend to the people who live in cities, people who live next to the nature, but they don't use it. So just take a moment every day. We have time every day. Sometimes we talk about, we don't have time, I don't have time. Yes, you have.
5 minutes.
Yes, yes,
Sometimes.
yeah, 5 minutes to, yeah. And then if you take this time to slow down, to come into your body and to feel yourself and to let your emotions going out, you can go to have a walk in the forest, you can go to have a swim in the sea, and trust me, you are gonna find many answers, and you are gonna feel better, and the results are not very far in the future, are immediately. So this is what I want to say. Yes. And if you don't want to do it alone, just come with me. We are gonna have a lot of fun.
For sure, you have to come. If you come to Ibiza, go with Alberto.
Thank you. Thank you.